Happy Monday! I know, Mondays aren't usually happy. But I have gotten a lot done so far today. So it's been a happy Monday for me. Let's see. I decided this morning I've got a few things I need to do on the laptop. I had an order of something for myself that I needed to place. And I need to order a birthday present for my granddaughter, whose birthday is the 31st. Ran into a bit of a snag with that because the Amazon wish list that her mother sent me has already expired. She has not responded yet to my email asking for a new list. So at some point today, I need to get a present ordered for Sophie. Well, as long as I was back here on the laptop with my coffee, I started updating my old YouTube videos that still needed links in the description. And there were a bunch of them. But I got them done. Let's move this out of the way because I have to move something over here. But I was not just sitting here at the laptop idly watching the video. Oh, okay, I've got to put a link for that in. Okay. I try to, when I'm editing the videos, make myself a note in my day planner saying, okay, for this video, wearing the Winnie the Pooh shirt, these are the patterns I need to link. I don't write them in my day planner. I write them on a little scrap of paper. And then when it comes time to update it, I can't find that little scrap of paper. So I had to watch each of my own videos. But I was productive while I was doing that. I was working on the Scrappy Snuggly that I'm making for myself. And let's see. I thought I only had like 3 or 4 videos to update. Pardon me if I don't make eye contact. I will be doing a few stitches as I talk. I thought that I only had 3 or 4 videos to update. No. There were more like 8 or 9. But they're all done now. When I was about halfway done, I thought I only had like 1 more video to update. I took this out to the couch, spread it on the couch, and measured it. And it said that it was only 16 inches that I'd done. I was like, no, I think I've done more than that. Well, that was just like putting it down on the couch. When I actually put it up on the back of the couch, where the weight of the yarn would pull it down, then it was more like 18 inches. So then I came back here and finished up the last video, or so I thought, and just did a little bit more scrolling just to make sure I got them all and found 4 more videos that needed to be updated. So it is probably at 20 or 21 inches now. In one of my videos last week, I was talking about the blue that never ends. Okay, let's get one end of this up here. The blue started down here and went to up here. So I got 5 or 6 inches on the blanket done with that blue. And then I went through some scrap bins back here and I pulled out 4 more cakes of dark yarn. I think 3 were purple, 1's dark blue, and 1's dark green. And I've gone through 2 of the purples, and now I'm working on the dark green. I did finish off another scrap ball. So now I've got a great big one. Oh, it's going to take a while. This thing is... Oh. I suppose it's not as big as the other one, but I'll probably get maybe 6 to 8 inches on the blanket done with that one. So that was my crafty morning. My crafty night last night. I'm still plugging away at my current scrap bag. I think this is scrap bag 10. And it's been a tough one to work with. It seems like there are a lot of darker colors. And yeah, I do make some stuff with darker colors, but I think I prefer the bright colors when I'm making amigurumi. So last night, let's see. First, I had that dark pink that's almost red. I made a cookie. Yes, it does say hug me, not mug me. Hug me. Okay, we'll put that in the baked goods. Oh, I think I finished this one first. There's my Pop Tart, where I just made a rectangle in white and put all sorts of sprinkles on it, and then made a rectangle in tan and crocheted around both of them to put them together. Pop Tart. Then I pulled out the pattern that I typed up a few days ago from Theresa's Crochet Shop. Has a YouTube tutorial for flip the fish. And I went through and I watched the video and I typed it up so that every time I wanted to make another flip the fish, I would just have a page of instructions rather than having to watch the video all over again. So I used some of the variegated that I had to make a flip the fish in greens and browns. And that was so much fun. Let's do it again. I made a flip the fish in the green, blue, purple variegated that I have. And I have tested these. I was flipping them on the carpet. They did not do as well on the carpet as they did on a table. So my husband was saying, oh, you should put a weight. Put a weight, like glue a weight to the bottom so that it's bottom heavy and goes that way. So I don't know if I will do that. They do eventually flip. And one thing that I ran into when I was making a nativity set for my daughter and her family, my granddaughters figured out that there were the little glass beads, the little flat bottom beads on the bottom of each little doll. And they pulled and they poked and they twisted and until they pulled those out. So I'm afraid if I put something like that into a kid's toy, if a kid realizes like, oh, there's something hard in here. What is this? They might just keep poking and pulling and ripping at it until they get that out. So I'll probably leave them without a weight in there. They do flip. And she said that when you make them with the bulkier yarn, the bulkier ones flip better than the worsted weight ones. So it's just the nature of the beast. Progress on scrap bag number 10. I just weighed it. And I'm down to about 4.6 ounces. Problem is that 4.6 ounces is a lot of little things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 little things of yarn. Most of them are probably like 2/10 of a yarn. 2/10 of a yarn. It's after lunch. I should be awake by now. the talking part should be working by now. 2/10 of an ounce. There we go. At least I didn't drop my crochet hook. I'm always dropping stuff. I'll go to sit in my chair, and as I go to sit down, I bump the chair. I'm always balancing things on the arm of my recliner. So I'll go to sit down, and whoop, there go my glasses off one side, there goes my phone off the other side, or there goes the pattern that I had on the arm of the chair. It's always something. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these remaining scraps from box 10, but bag 10, not box. They're in a box now. They're in a plastic. A whale was suggested, and I think I do have a pattern for a little, like, yay big whale that has a white patch on its belly. I could make a couple of those, but I'll just have to sit there and play with yarn and see what occurs to me, what just pops out of inspiration. I could easily just crochet them into this. If I worked on this for a couple of hours, I could probably finish off all those scraps, just tying on one ball of yarn after another. But to me, I think that would be cheating. I have to try to get as many amigurumi as I can out of this particular bag of yarn. I think I'm up to 11 or 12 projects so far. Let's see if I can get up to 20. I don't think I'm going to break the record. I think the record is 21. And with only about 5 ounces left, maybe that's 5 or 6 projects. Although the Valentine's heart cookies only take 0.18 ounce of colored yarn for the icing, and then I'm supplementing with tan yarn from my stash to make the back of the cookie. That's the problem. I say I'm going to use 5 ounces of yarn. I have 5 ounces of yarn to use up, but I am adding from other sources too, so it will sort of stretch out. So that's the report for today. The Snuggie Blanket, the Scrappy Snuggler is progressing, and some of my drawers and piles of scrap yarn are getting significantly smaller. I think after this one I might be down to 1 scrap ball. Where is my blue bag? It's a big one. Whoa. That, after the one that I'm working on, that is the only scrappy ball I have left. And considering that this 20 inches or so, I've gone through 2 scrap balls, neither of them that big. That would take us up to about 40 inches with the remaining 2 scrap balls. And it's got to be 60 inches before I do the neck thing, and then it's another 20. Like, about this much is going to go behind my neck, and the extra over on the sides gets, let's see, gets seamed up to make a sleeve. So it's going to be nice and warm and cozy. it may take me another month or two. Hopefully I will have it done before we get to springtime and don't need it anymore. But right now, I think it's time to take a little break from the Scrappy Snuggler. I put my crochet hook in the middle of it, and I'm wrapping it up. Okay, and putting it in a bin. I'm going to go play with yarn and make some amigurumi. And as I say that, I'm thinking you really should update a few Etsy listings. Like the, nope, you guys don't belong in there. Fish don't belong with the baked goods. The baked goods bin, I've got 5 macaroons, 4 cookies, 2 Pop Tarts. That's enough for an Etsy listing. I should work on that. But it's more fun playing with yarn. Okay. No more whining. You get to go play with yarn. So, bye-bye. And thank you for watching.